Hi, I'm Roger Neal. I'm the head of products here over here at WeBridge, and today I'm going to be talking about the difference between a zero trust and a VPN solution and why you should be using a zero trust. Now, before I talk about the difference between a zero trust and a VPN, I want to go ahead and dive into what a VPN is, what it can, and then what it cannot do. A VPN is a virtual private network. It's going to be used to allow access across different public networks into some internal resources. So it's going to do this by masking that user's IP and tunneling all data through a third-party data center. Although a VPN is a very effective tool, it's going to lack in a lot of security areas, such as protecting you against viruses, malware, third parties from monitoring your data, as well as stopping internal threats. So a VPN is going to give your organization those basic security needs, but it has a lot of points of failure. So the first point of failure I want to talk about is that VPN data center. When you connect to that VPN, it's going to take your information and tunnel it through a third-party data center and then proceed it on the path of what connection you're trying to make. Now, the issue with this is a lot of VPNs are saying that they don't keep user activity logs, but there's no regulations or law to hold them accountable for these actions. In other words, they could be taking your information and you would have no clue. Another point of failure within a VPN is that it's going to assume anyone inside the perimeter is an authenticated user, as well as every single authenticated user will have the same access level to all files. Now, the issue with this is, say someone were to steal some credentials, they'll then have access to everything inside the organization. This assumption is going to be leaving behind a lot of blind spots. Blind spots as into who can access those files, the limit to what they can access, as well as creating more work and costs to become compliant with some regulations. All factors that are very important in keeping an organization running smoothly. Now that we discussed a little bit about what a VPN is, what it can do, and what it cannot do, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about zero trust networking. Not all bad actors come from outside the organization. A lot of cyber attacks can come from within. And more often than not, those cybersecurity attacks are going to be the most detrimental to your organization. That's where zero trust comes into play. So zero trust is going to eliminate the assumption that all authenticated users have that same level of access. This means that you'll have that ability to determine who has access to what and who will be able to see what. This is not only going to severely lower your risk of a cyber attack happening from within and retrieving all data in that organization, it's also going to lower the stress level that you would be under. So zero trust is going to be eliminating those multiple points of failure. That main point of failure that we were talking about with the VPN monitoring is going to be eliminated because instead of your information being tunneled through a third-party service, your information is going to be encrypted on-premise and not unencrypted until it reaches that destination. Another point of failure that a zero trust network is going to eliminate are those authentication-based attacks. So instead of having to worry about those man-in-the-middle and ransomware attacks that have been on the rise by over 158% in the past year in North America alone, you'll now be protected. Another added benefit to a zero trust solution is, from a business standpoint, you'll be able to eliminate a lot of those added security solutions, making it a lot more cost efficient for your business and making your pockets a lot happier. Now that we talked a little bit about a VPN, what a zero trust is, and why you should switch over to a zero trust, you're probably wondering what zero trust will be the best solution for my organization. There are a lot of zero trust solutions on the market, but a majority of the solutions are going to come with hardware, hidden fees, as well as terrible integration. All things that are terrible from a business standpoint. That's where Ananda Networks comes in. Unlike other solutions, Ananda is going to be 100% software based. This is only going to make it a lot easier for deployment wise. This is also going to eliminate a lot of those added hardware costs. Ananda also offers amazing integration, using SAML integration to allow you to connect to those identity providers, as well as the ability to connect into those SaaS applications. Ananda's integration ability is going to make it easy for you to adapt the solution, as well as keep all your business processes the same, while increasing your security, something that a lot of solutions lack in. Something else that Ananda is going to tap into that a lot of solutions ignore is going to be bandwidth optimization. This means that we're not going to limit your bandwidth as some solutions will. Instead, we're going to increase it through the use of a machine learning algorithm. If this interests you and you want to learn more information, feel free to go ahead and click the link below. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.